Hey y'all, so for today's video, I want to talk to y'all about my little plant. Her name's Becky. She's doing pretty good. She's actually growing quite a lot if I look up there. Yeah, she's gotten big. Anyways, I just want to share with y'all an experience I just had with this little plant that really means a lot to me, that's pretty simple, but really important for me. So whenever I've had a plant, I've always killed it because I would always overwater it, or I would feel like it wasn't growing fast enough, and then I would water it thinking it needed the water, and I would kill it. I'm just not very good with that stuff. So when I was done with the video that I was using the plant for, I knew here I was, I had this plant, I didn't even know what it was called, and all I remember is that the directions at Trader Joe's said, keep the soil moist. So like, okay, I can do that. So I have this plant, I have one others, and I put it in an area where it'll get a good amount of sun, but not too much. And so I would check the plant every day just to see if the soil was moist. And if it was moist, then I wouldn't water it. And if the soil was dry, then I would water it. And I just continued to do that. And I noticed this leaf right here, this big one, was actually completely rolled up. And it was growing. And I could see that it was growing. And I just said to myself, all right, God, just let me let this one leaf like grow. If I can just keep this plant alive through one leaf growing, then I will have succeeded at something. And so I just continued to do what I was doing. And then one day I was sitting eating my breakfast, and I looked and I saw that the plant leaf had started to open up. And then I came back the next day and the leaf had completely opened up, and I felt so successful about it. I just felt like I had done something. And you know, it just became this metaphor for me about the way I am with things in my life. I am very impatient. I'm a very, very impatient person. And I want things to happen when I want them to happen. And when they don't, I get in a lot of fear that it's not going to come true. Or, you know, if it doesn't grow, then I have this fear that it's just going to die. Whether it's my dream or it's a relationship, my career, or whatever it is. And I was talking to my therapist today, almost in tears, talking about this little plant. And I said, you know, I nurtured this little thing. That's all I did was nurture it. And one thing that my therapist pointed out was that I had no expectations associated with the growing of this plant. It was either going to live or it was going to die. And my job was just to check the soil every day to see if it needed to be watered or not. And I used to think that if I wasn't focused on the expectation, if I wasn't focused on the result, then nothing would happen. But I got to have the experience by being out of the result and letting go of expectation, that I was doing what was appropriate in order to nurture this plant to grow. And I think it's extremely important to remember in all these different areas of our life that it's important that we nurture ourselves, that we don't make our decisions based on the results we want or based on our expectations, but we make our decisions based on what our dream or our relationship or our soul needs in that moment. And when we do that, things can actually grow and come into fruition. And so for me, I look at this little moment as something that I'm going to carry with myself, and I'm going to remember this little plant when I'm working on my projects or I'm working on my vision and it's not going fast enough. All I have to do is ask myself, am I doing what I can do today? But here's the other thing. I got to enjoy this plant every day because I would go and I would, you know, check the soil, or I would watch the next leaf that's starting to grow and blossom. But then I would still go about my day. But I would take a moment to enjoy the process and to enjoy where it is at that exact moment. So I wanted to share this with you because I just encourage you all to nurture yourselves in the day rather than being so focused on the results, the expectations, and the outcome. And you know what? I will probably go back and watch this video for myself at some point. So y'all, thank you for watching this video. Remember that you are an important person with important things to say and do today. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up so I know you liked it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And in the comments below, let me know how you go about nurturing things in your life that are important to you. Y'all have a wonderful week.